You want me to put that on my todger?
This one's wife. The biggest losers. Loser, 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 loser. Yes, the sound of chanting can be heard as a group of people let this one's wife and Harry, he of the Prince of Pink Pancakes, know full well how they're seen. They are on an express train to Loserville. They are seen as a pair of losers. How so? Well, you might immediately answer by saying, well, it's patently obvious, HG. You only have to look at them. He doesn't really do anything. He's meant to be the chimp officer at Better Up, but what does that actually involve? What's he created? Sure, he swans around doing a bit of charitable work, but the man's a dunderhead, dim-witted, self-obsessed. What's he actually created in the last few years? Pussy whipped by his wife, viewed as a beta cuck by many. What a loser! His pink pods regularly tasered by his handler, imprisoned in Monty Shitshow, steered here, directed there, talked over. The number of instances where she's taken centre stage and he stands there looking like a lost little boy. What a loser. And as for her, a talent-free zone, devoid of charisma, forever cloaked in beige, unable to create anything, possessed of the Sadim touch, whereby everything she touches turns to shit, lampooned, ridiculed, mocked. What a loser. Well, that status has been cemented as a consequence of Molly Quirk writing in the Mirror, Harry and this one's wife brutally branded as biggest losers by a renowned Hollywood publication. What fresh horror is this for the Sussexes? A Hollywood publication speaking out against them? How dare this happen? Don't they know that she's Hollywood royalty? That she is Queen? This one's wife of the Hollywood Hills? There to be worshipped and bowed down as a consequence of the fact that she once apparently starred, although with 6 on the call list, in Suits. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex have been branded as losers by a renowned Hollywood publication, with Prince Harry and this one's wife slammed for their whiny Netflix documentary and inert podcast. Kiss, kiss, bang, bang. Not good news there at all. Now, this criticism is challenge fuel for this one's wife. She's being spoken about. That's not such an issue. But remember, her narcissism essentially whispers in her ear, "You are amazing. You are a talented, beautiful actress who is here to save the world. You're not useless. You're not rubbish. You're not a loser." And then when a publication comes along and describes her as a loser, that threatens her need for control, and narcissism as the self-defense mechanism must step in to protect her from such a suggestion. Every year, the Hollywood Reporter rounds up the winners and losers of the year, with the likes of Taylor Swift, internationally known megastar, making oodles of money on her Eras tour, which is selling out everywhere she goes, Greta Gerwig, who has seen her stock rise, moving from mumblecore films to now acting in and co-writing independent films and directing major studio films, and Margot Robbie, Australian hottie who kicked ass in the Barbie movie this year and, of course, has appeared in numerous movies as of late, again seen as a winner in this year. What does the Hollywood Reporter tell us? Well, it states, the biggest Hollywood winners and losers of 2023, from Margot Robbie to Marvel. Even by Hollywood standards, 2023 was pretty nuts. There were 2 historic strikes that shut down the town for months, surefire money-printing movie franchises starting collapsing at the box office, while some surprising efforts succeeded. Wealthy CEOs kept taking careful aim and publicly shooting themselves in the foot, and at a time of endless division, everyone actually seemed to agree on something: that several powerful, creative women made audiences feel rather wonderful. Now, if this one's wife were sat reading that, her narcissism would go, "It's you. They're talking about you. You are a powerful, creative woman. You made audiences feel rather wonderful." And she might settle down further into her chair, sipping on some green latte or whatever it is that she sups these days as she reads further. Below, states the Hollywood Reporter, is an annual list of the industry's biggest success stories and most embarrassing missteps. Winners: Taylor Swift. Winner: Greta Gerwig, Margot Robbie, but because of their collaboration in Barbie. Winner: Netflix and Jenny Ortega for the launch of Wednesday, which was the streamer's most watched non-Squid Game original series ever, which propelled lead Jenna Ortega to serious stardom. Video game adaptations were seen as winners. Silver Foxes were seen as winners, for example, Jerry Tuna, age 72, Patrick Dempsey being named People's Sexiest Man Alive, and aging action heroes such as Sylvester Stallone, Harrison Ford, and Arnold Schwarzenegger, seeing their careers reinvigorated with leading man TV dramas. Other winners were the horror genre: Christopher Nolan, Fran Drescher, Roger Ross Williams, the Las Vegas Sphere, Donna Langley, TikTok, Britain, apparently, as a consequence of UK-based productions kept on working during the strike. But amongst the losers, who's listed? Well, Harry and this one's wife. In 2020, The Hollywood Reporter writes, the royal duo fled a life of ceremonial public service to cash in their celebrity status in the States. But after a whiny Netflix documentary, a whiny biography, Spare, even the title is a pouty gripe, and an inert podcast, the Harry and this one's wife brand swelled into a sanctimonious bubble just begging to be popped. And South Park was the pin. The show's 20-minute worldwide privacy tour takedown in March was savage, and was followed by Spotify dropping archetypes, with a top executive labelling the duo grifters. Still, all the scorn and mockery beats otherwise having to attend 200-plus official royal family engagements a year, which sounds hellish. The Hollywood Reporter lists various winners and losers, but amongst the losers, there sits Harry and this one's wife. That will not go down well with her whatsoever. The fact is, she believes that she's a winner. She believes that she is fantastic at what she does. She believes that she is talented, and therefore to be described as a loser by this publication is hugely problematic for her. The fact is, following the couple, reports the Mirror, being branded losers by one of the most renowned publications in Tinseltown, royal expert Kinsey Schofield appeared on Talk TV and said, "The Hollywood Reporter is basically the Bible in this city. This has got to hurt Harry and this one's wife personally, and it's got to have WME scrambling to figure out what their next steps are." This comes after Kinsey spoke on GB News and branded the couple toxic, before saying that drama follows them wherever they go. Bad news indeed for this one's wife, but it just accords with the view that many people have of them, that they are a pair of losers, that no matter what they do, people criticize it because they're not liked, that because they don't really stand for anything. And it's particularly the case that she is viewed unfavourably because she's only known as a consequence of the man that she married. She will be fuming to be described as a loser. She'll be ranting and raving behind the closed door at the Monty Shit Show mansion, storming through the 47,000 flushing toileted bathrooms, blaming Harry, saying this is a consequence of his ineptitude, that this is why they're labelled as losers. I'm no loser. I was in Suits, she'll scream. It was a very, very popular television programme, and I was the star, as her narcissism revises history to try and protect her from this label of being a loser. She can shout and scream all she likes, that voice echoing shrilly through the bathrooms at Monty Shit Show. But the majority of the world, apart from the deluded dimwits that are the Sugars, knows that she is indeed a loser. And it's not going to change. I'm H.G. Tudor. Thank you for listening.